Okay, welcome to the 2020 Sebe bank video. This will be the final bank video of the year, obviously. I did my first ever bank video back in February of this year, but I want to change it so it's every December. The next bank video will be next December as well, following Curtis's ritual, I guess, just at the end of every year. So I want to do that just to get a full collection of the year. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. First things first, though, I want to get into the stats just to make a little record. So strength is obviously increased butt ton because of Sarachnis and Nightmare. So I don't know. I'm really hoping I don't get 200 mil before I get a mace, but who knows. But yeah, strength has increased a bunch. Range has pretty much stayed the same. I don't really range many things. Prayer has increased a little bit, but I'm waiting for the new prayer outfit to come out to do any more, and I also just don't really have any plans until after Sarachnos. Magic slowly but surely increasing. Rune crafting, construction, and hunter. I got each of those to base level 100, so now all of my stats are at least 100 and above, so I'm really happy about that. It looks clean. Crafting is like my go-to when I'm bank standing, so usually I'll blow glass or like cut gems or other things like that. So crafting has just been slowly increasing. And I'm happy with it. I like that being kind of like my highest sort of skill. I've always loved crafting, so that's just going to slowly get up there over and over. I'm also probably going to hit top page crafting for iron soon. I think it's like 54 mil or something. So probably in the next few months, I'll probably be top page for that. It'll be my first top page skill. Thieving, I will not be doing any more thieving because of the Arceus spellbook rework that they're pulling. So there's going to be a spell that gives a 15% further success rate from pickpocketing anybody. So I'm going to be saving my crystal shard pickpocketing from elves for after that spellbook update. Herblore is increased. Agility just a little bit. I've done a little bit of sepulcher. I really love it. Hit points obviously are just getting high. They're just getting high up there. Honestly, I'm pretty sure hit points will be my first 200 mil. If I get the mace before 200 mil strength, I'll switch to attack, and then hit points will end up being my first 200 mil, I think. Mining, smithing. Smithing I've done a little bit of. I've made some bars just in the past few months, and I've also just been smithing some armor for Alks. Cooking's just increased a little bit. Fire making's gonna be increasing a lot more because of Wintertod. I need burnt pages with my harmonized staff that I recently got. So that's like the other skill that I just have to do. I hate it, but I have to do it. Wood cutting is also gonna just slowly increase with fire making. And farming, I think, has only increased like 4 mil this year, which is nothing, but I've just been pretty inconsistent. I am getting back into it though, so I'm proud of myself. I'm getting back into farming. And yeah, total XP 934. Probably hit a bill in like I don't know, a few months. Probably. Probably 2 or 3 months, I'd say. Okay, so let's get into the bank video. Bank space looking beautiful because I've just moved a lot of things over to my house. There's just so many like wardrobes and like everything that they did in the POH rework has made bank space just really easy for irons now because you can just store individual items and dupe items. So the 7.5 bill bank, obviously I drop all of my dupes and a lot of things are stored in my POH. So I'm really happy with 7.5 bill. That'll just be increasing a lot more with Sarachnis, but like, for example, Nightmare, the only further upgrade is if I get an Eldritch or a Volatile Orb or a Mace, obviously. That'll increase. But, like, for example, if I got another Harmonized Orb, I would just drop it over, so my bank value would have 0 increase from that. But, yeah, so the first tab, everything's basically the same from the last bank video. I just really like this layout. I love the runes over here. Love the staves that match up with the combo runes here. And then just like the main tellies and stuff. And then it goes down to here. So I really like this. Like I could move. So my next tab's the teleport tab, but like I kind of like the really important teleports just in the main tab. It just makes things like, I don't know. I just like it. Okay. But yeah, so this is the first tab. I will look at my master scroll book after this, just show you all the scrolls I have in there. But yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything like significant. I don't think so. Blood runes are always just decreasing. I just bought like 80k of them the other day, so this is up there that are all going to my scythe. I have bought like 1.5 million blood runes just this year for my scythe. It's disgusting, like more than that, and it's just gonna keep going until I get a mace. So let's hope that, I don't know. I just hope I don't go any drier. But cash stack, this is all going to blood runes again. It's definitely decreased, but we got some Alex on the final tab that I'll show. So second tab, we got some teleports. They also came out the lunar and the ancient altars where you can make your own tablets there. So these are really good for clue scrolls in the future. And then LMS has the wilderness crabs teleport. I really like these for wilderness steps as well. Let's see. They came out with bone fragments for the skull scepter. So this is nice for the hard clue step at the barbarian village where you dig right next to the stronghold of security. So these bone fragments are really nice for that. So I don't need to hold like skull pieces. You can just chip them with a chisel into these. So that's nice. And then my jewelry, the ropes are for the genie underneath the crack in the floor by Narda, the crack in the ground by Narda. So I got to use these. So I just have these here. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Might need to get more of these, I think, because I use these every single farm run, and these are just slowly decreasing. So I'll probably need to mine some more of those salts. But yeah, tab 2 is the gear tab. Again, most of this looks the same. I obviously have full Inquisitors now, which I'm super happy about. But yeah, so if you're kind of confused on why things look like this, so just divide the tab this way, and then you see the melee stuff over here, and then the range stuff over here. And then when I scroll down, you see the mage stuff right here, because there's just not as much mage stuff. And then I have a bunch of melee weapons here, which I occasionally use. And then the stuff I don't use goes in this tab, which I'll show later. Then my cannons down here, cannonballs, bracelets, things like that. And yeah, really happy with the harmonized staff edition. The ancient wyvern shield's really nice. That's my best in slot mage offensive shield until I get an arcane, which who knows when that's going to be. But yeah, really happy with the Inquisitors, and I'm really excited to get a mace. That'll replace the bludgeon here. And then I don't know if bludgeon will be good for literally anything after I get a mace. So I'll probably just move it to my junk tab. Just sad to say, but it's what it's going to end up being. Herblore tab, pretty organized. I like it. I've also moved my saplings that I normally use now. So I've started like farming trees again, and I've been sort of consistent on my herb runs. But one of the things I didn't do this year that like kind of pulled me away from farming was the fact of all my seeds were in the seed vault because I wanted to save bank space. And so that like made farming it just made it inconvenient for me. So I moved the things I normally use now into my bank, so it's just easier for me to just grab out and go on my little farm run. So that's why they're in here now. Herbs are looking a little low. I do need to pick a bunch of Mortmeyer fungus eventually, and I need to collect like 8,000 more Lantodimes for all of these lava scale shards, and then I also have to get an additional like, I don't know, 13,000 blue dragon scales that I'll passively get through Wrath Rune crafting, and then I'll make all those extended anti-fires. Red spider eggs just dipped a little bit below 100k, but we'll get them back up there. These will eventually be at like 1.5 million. If all my plans of Seracnus go well, I don't have a problem with eggs ever. Never will. I do have a problem with snapdragons. I wish there was like a boss that just shat out snapdragons, and I mean shit out. Because there's like, I think the most snapdragon seeds in the game you can get like the most efficient way to get Snapdragon seeds exclusively is like 3 an hour or something. So yeah, I need something to balance out these eggs. But yeah, the rest of the tab, these are all the these are all the potions that use like further secondaries or like thirdaries, I guess, or I don't know. But I use these with these amylase crystals. I don't really have many more marks of grace, but amylase crystals go to here, and then the torstals go with these. So I just have them in this tab because I don't actually just ever drink these. And then the ammo / potion tab. So still got a bunch of dragon darts, dragon arrows. I'm trying to just save. Obviously I don't have any use for them right now, but I want to just save these for Inferno tasks in the future, or potentially harder challenges. Like I know they're coming out with 6 Jads and other things like that. Pretty sure you're gonna have to use your own supplies. It's not gonna be like the tournament worlds where you just get unlimited stuff. So these are gonna be saved for future speed runs because the combat achievements will challenge your speeds. So I got to keep these. Purple sweets looking sexy as always. They're just going to keep increasing once I go back to clues. My main potions I use are mostly on this side, just so they're closer to my inventory. Food's been running a little bit low, like this whole year, but like at least I can 2-tick dark crabs, so this is going to be my main food source for when I go to Sarachnis, because I don't know, if there's nothing else that's going to be shitting out food. I do have a bunch of sharks, though, so these sharks you just get from clue scrolls and other things, so I don't feel like I'll ever have a problem with food, but I do like the higher healing food right here, so. Ether's looking nice. They updated revs this year, which made it so I can actually go back and not have to feel like I'm dealing with the mob. So that's nice. I don't really have much use for it because I've already completed all wilderness pets and all wilderness items besides the chaos, the Elder Chaos hood and full Dagonhai. So I get to use that for those grinds. Phoenix necklace is extremely nice for Nightmare. I don't know, like I bought some of these. These are really cheap at LMS. I bought some of these. This was for I don't know why I bought so many. This is just for testing Scorpia out with my Harmonized staff. And then I ended up getting the pet at like 3 kills after getting my Harm staff. So yeah, bring a Harm staff if you want good RNG at Scorpia, I guess. But the Vengeance sacks are kind of nice if you're just going to be out there in the wilderness. And then the Ancient Ice sacks are also nice. If you're like in singles plus or something in the Rev Cave, you can actually just freeze the PKer, walk under him, and log out. It's just an extremely safe environment. As like strange as that sounds, literally revs are safe. Like hardcore Ironman can do revs at this point. Just freeze the PKer that attacks you, walk under him, log out. Nobody else can PJ you within 10 seconds. But yeah. Okay. Resource. So here's all the resource tab. Reorganized it again. This tab just gets really messy because I always like to bring stuff over to this corner so it's closest to my inventory, so things just get dragged around everywhere. But I recently made it all nice and pretty. Mahogany's above 100k. I did sell all of my mithril ore, or almost all of it, for Tockle, which then I bought onyx bolts, and then I made onyx bolt tips, and then I made onyx bolts out of those, and then I alch them instead of just like smelting 200k mithril. I just did not want to do that. But yeah, so here's a little look. And then I cleared out my dehides. Alched all those. That's where I got a lot of my crafting XP from this year. Flax is really cool. So I love doing the little flax. So I have a video where you can make flax and blow glass at the same time, and it's like really good crafting XP. So I don't know. I don't think I'll ever clear all of this out, but I did just want to make enough bowstrings for my magic longbows. Probably won't be fletching any more magic longbows. I don't really know. I don't have any plans for fletching, but as soon as I get enough bowstrings for these, I'll finish those out in alchem. Empty light orbs getting up there because I just blow glass into these now instead of unpowered orbs because yeah, I can't be asked charging air orbs. It's just not, I don't know. I just get so bored of it. So unless they make like a new update to the Wilderness Diary, giving like double orbs or something charged, probably will leave these. But I do have 6,000 battle staves I eventually need to clear out. Pure Essence, just about to be a mill again. Day-old Essence is really nice. Probably don't have any plans to mine that unless for some reason there's some connection with Day-old Essence with the new Blood altar that's coming out with the new Temple Guardian minigame that's being pulled. Or it's not being pulled right now, but it's being discussed. So, I don't know. Don't have any plans. Bones looking good. These were from the Green Dragon grind. I'm just going to keep saving these up. I'm going to get a ton of Dragon Bones from Sarachnis. So those will all save up. And then I got to wait for the Prayer outfit to come out to use them all. And then, 869 Dragon Heads. Pretty good. Just saving up all these. And then eventually when the new Demonic Ash comes out, I'm going to have to save some spots for that. But yeah, Prayer is just so easy nowadays. Oh my god, so easy. Okay. Tab number 6, which is just got freshly reorganized. It's kind of an eyesore to me right now because I don't really know exactly where everything is. I put all my skilling outfits in the POH besides the Pyromancer because I try to do Winter Todd a few times a week. Just try to get some burnt pages. So I got my rings down here, these little orbs, and then my molds here, my main tools. Again, if I'm actually going to be skilling, I'll go get my outfit from the bank, or from the POH. These are for the clue steps. Again, clue steps. This is also for a clue step to catch a red Chinchompa. My net really close by, so if I ever see an imp and I want to get it in a jar, I can grab these two. My main tools up here. Fishing rods, just fishing stuff right here. Little sacks. It just kind of gets messy a little bit down here. But then I have my clue items here. So these are like fallow items I need, or Sherlock steps. I need to go do something. I bring this for the basilisk step. Got these already. Equip a whip in the Slayer Tower. So these are just all clue things. And yeah, so not looking too shabby. This used to be a lot bigger when I had all my skilling outfits in here, but again, they're all cleared out. Tab number 7. This is literally just junk I'll never use. I put this on for Fashionscape. The rest of this is they're just weapons I never use. Like, I don't even use an ACB. Like, kind of sad in a way, but yeah, this is just kind of the stuff I can't store anywhere else, but I don't want to get rid of it, but I never use. So, kind of an awkward tab, but these are for the 2 orbs I got. I've actually had 5 Nightmare Staves, but I've dropped 2 over. Because, I'll eventually drop all my dupes over, but these are saved for the 2 orbs. But yeah. Then here's I don't even know what to call this tab. Kind of like the collection tab, I guess. So all the firelighters I've ever had from every clue scroll are right here. I recently hit 1,000 Piscator's teleports in my Master Scrollbook, so it doesn't store any more than 1,000. So now I have to have another bank slot for this. Eventually, this whole thing's going to be filled out with 1,000 of each. I'm just going to have a whole nother bank tab of just these again. So this whole book will have meant nothing. But yeah, I'm collecting these pages. I'm holding on to hope that eventually you can burn these for burnt pages. So I'm just stacking them up now, which kind of sucks. I should have been stacking them up like ever since the beginning of time. But we used to struggle with bank space. Now we don't. So from now on, here on out, I'll be stacking these up. These ornament kits can't be stored in the bank I keep calling the POH the bank. Basically, it's a bank, let's be honest. Bank number 2. That's what I'm going to call the POH, bank number 2. But yeah, these can't be stored in the POH unless I get the items for them. So yeah, I'm just holding on to those. Crystal keys I'm stacking up. Gonna eventually make them all into upgraded crystal keys and then use them at the upgraded crystal chest. Then a bunch of just stackable stuff. Let's see. I got these tridents Like, I really could just get rid of them, but again, like, remember when people got rid of their Kraken tentacles and they realized that, like, they had a use all of a sudden? So, like, I'm just holding on to these for no reason. Don't think they'll ever be buffed, but again, who knows? Got some random keys, heads, and yeah. It's pretty much just, like, the miscellaneous tab. And then this final tab is just AUX. So I have a bunch of stacks. If you've watched my previous rambles, I hold stacks of items so I can go to the Rogue's Den and sell 5. So you just hold shift, sell 5. And if the more stacks of items I have, the more I can just spam click and then hop world, spam click. So yeah, that's the bank. Yeah, not looking too shabby. Just my main plans right now are just to do Nightmare until I get a mace. But yeah, so let's open this real quick. Here's the number of teleports I have. Piscatorus obviously at 1,000. The rest are approaching 1,000. I do use a bunch of Tybo, One Eye. I mean, I use most of these teleports for clue scrolls. I'll never get 1,000 Keymaster teleports. Lumberyard I use a lot. Watson, I've just been stacking up because every time you trade in one of these, you get Watson teleports. I don't know why I even have one in here, but yeah. So here's the teleport master scroll book. Now, let's take a little trip to my house. So I just got the new theme. By the way, completed all quests, all achievement diaries, all current in favor. All music tracks. By the way, there was the music tracks that were holding me back were actually Soul Wars tracks, which isn't even out yet. But if you go to Edgeville, on the west side of like that yew tree, just in like those Edgeville ruins, like just south of the bank, there's a little portal so you can unlock the 2 tracks instantly. The only thing I'm missing though, for like completion's sake, is this stupid explore emote. So I need to do 600 beginners. I'm at like 500, or like just about 500. All right, so here's the pets. We're at 20 now. We got a bloodhound since the last time. Sarachnis pet, 8 of these, by the way. Younglith pet, I'm pretty sure I got that afterward. And then Scorpio. So here's what it's looking like. Yeah, all wildy pets, by the way. Very happy with that. Happy with the bloodhound. Kind of wish I'd gone dry on it just because I'm going to keep doing clues anyway, but yeah. Okay. I'm just going to scroll through this quickly. There's people that just don't care about this, but let's take a look. So, oops. Beginner first. Still missing the Jester cape. But yeah, here's the beginners. Here's the easy. So it's kind of cool because you can store dupes in these now. Wasn't a big fan, and especially because you can't bring them in noted, so I had to take like 7 trips to store all my black pickaxes. But yeah, I just didn't want them in my bank, so I had to go individually grab entire inventories and shove them in here. Same with the blessings. But yeah, I keep those all in here. Missing Cape of Skulls. I do have this. I just didn't know you could even store this. That's cool. I do have a fluttered pants, but only one. It's in my stash unit. Monk's robes missing. Really want. Staff of Bob the Cat. Never got it yet. It's really nice that you can hold these vestments now in here completely. Or sorry, without completing the full set, you can just store individual pieces, which is kind of nice. Mediums. So let's just take a little look. This is probably my least filled out tier because I did most of it before the log was ever out. But yeah, I do have Rangers. Obviously, I don't have a second pair. Really do want it filled out though. And yep, hards. Got my third age in here. 3 pieces of third age. But yeah, I didn't want it in my bank. I want to just have my bank as empty as possible. Let's see. So I have these Amulet of Glory trims. I'm going to start saving these up because I have a feeling that they're going to randomly come out with an update saying that you can get an Eternal Glory trim, but you can only get them through these trimmed glories. So I'll eventually like I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever come out, but imagine like a trimmed Amulet of Eternal Glory. So I'm just saving up these so I can recharge them eventually if that ever happens. Okay, I got to remember these bows to store in here. Got all D-hide sets completed except for this one shield, but I got all the boots and all the sets fully completed. Definitely had a lot more Robin Hood hats, but before this whole dupe storing update, I dropped a few over. And yeah, there's the hearts. Do have 2 gilded spears, kind of awkward. Elites. Probably the most filled out of any iron, I'm assuming. The only thing I'm missing is this. I am literally over 1,000 elites, and I just can't get these damn ranger tights. Don't have a Ring of Third Age either. Dry on that. Ring of Nature would be really nice to have. So same with that Lava Dragon mask up there. Those are really rare. 3 tuxedo pieces. Oh, wait. Let's see if I... Oh, I just got this. So I didn't do the Christmas event. So, I mean, I just did the Christmas event, but I didn't do it previous years. So I finally got a blue party hat of my own. And I could attach my second pair of Sagacious Spectacles with it. So I got that. And Master. I don't have any Anku pieces. But I have 2 Mummy Gloves. Thank you. I don't know why they call... Okay, here's the weird thing. They call Mummy's hands here. Oh. Okay. I swear they were called Mummy Gloves. Never mind. They're actually called Mummy's Hands. Okay, interesting. And yeah. So there's that. And then I'm just going to quickly scroll through the armor case just so you guys can take a look. Got my Justice Shirt set in here if you were wondering where it is. Do have my helmet in here. I'm going to drop it over. I'm not trying to like complete a set in here. I have no desire to like be a completionist as of right now to fill out these. I don't care. But here's my scaling outfits in there. Got most of my void if you were wondering where it was in my bank. It's mostly just stored in here. But yeah. So when I take this out, okay, interesting. Just 2 pairs of it. Take a look at the magic wardrobe. You're going to see why. You're going to see how many of these I've actually truly gotten. But yeah. Got some graceful outfits that I spent some marks of grace on. Don't know if I really regret that yet because I haven't ran out of stamps, but I feel like one day I'll regret that. But my completionist mind will eventually have me do that regardless. Take a look at this cape rack. This is obviously pretty pointless to go through, but in case you were wondering. And then fancy dress box. Oops. So I only got the Beekeeper boot so far. Stale Baguette. And toy box. This is really a pointless one to go through, but here it is. And now, let's take a look at my jars. So here's the jars I have. Missing Skotizo, Vorkath, Nightmare, Calphite Queen. So these are pretty... I mean, I feel like I'm going to get the Nightmare jar. I feel like it. Calphite Queen's a pretty easy jar to get. Vorkath's obviously easy. And then all that will remain is the Jar of Darkness. So... I got the Jar of Stone at like 20 KC, which is crazy. So now let's take a little look at my marble log. So I want to go through each of these just real quickly. If there's anything that pops out. Done a bunch of jellies, not like a terrible amount, but like pretty good. 41,000 revenants. About 1,000 of these have been after the, maybe not 1,000. Maybe like 800 or so have been after the new update with revs. But yeah. Boss log. So just quickly go through it. Ooh, these look clean right here. So I need to do 3 more Jads to get on the high scores. Same thing with Obor. I need to do 1 more kill at Obor to get on the high scores. And then I need to do like 9 random regular gauntlets to get on the high scores as well. I just want my Runelight high score lookup to like show that I've completed all bosses. I have, but it doesn't show it. 16,000 Sarachnis. That's just going to go up to like 300k eventually. As long as nothing else changes for elite clue efficiency. And that'll all be done through Sarachnis. Nightmare's getting up there. Definitely. And yeah, out of the 1600 here, I've done about 1427 solos, and the rest have been teams. But yeah, so there's that. Champions log. Wait, let's go to the counters first. So I've won 41 stakes. So that's kind of where I got most of my bank from, is the duel arena. Last man standing. Here's my treasure trails. I'm rank legend. Rank 1 elites, by the way. Chompy kills, 1,000. White Knight. I'm rank master for White Knights. Damn. These are very... like, these can definitely be improved. I've never been a speedrunner. I just do my task, like so. Here's my times. Zora 40, Vorkath 49. Grotesques I haven't even done since the update, but minute 33 was pretty fast at the time. Really wish there was a Nightmare. I think they're going to come out with a Nightmare solo time eventually. Yep, but here they are. These are very... Wait. Yeah, 23. I promise this is not my fastest time, but this is like since the update. I don't even know when this update was, but this is not my fastest time. Promise. And then ooh, wow. Okay, they actually do have the counter here. So 133 for my Dragon Full Helm. And now we're going to the collection log real quickly. So I'm just gonna go through each one. You guys can take a look. So I don't really plan to do any more Wildy pets. I do want Cerberus pet eventually when I go back to Slayer. You obviously saw the 2 shields. So like a lot of these things that I have completed aren't in the log, unfortunately. They're not a priority to get on my log, so they'll probably just be grayed out for a while. Corp, I'm not sure if I really plan to go back. Well, it'll be a while for sure. But I really would love an Ellie. Like, an Ellie is one of my ultimate goals, but I just... Ugh. I basically can't just do Corp. I have to go get, like, 2 alts, immorally abuse alt specking and shit. It just sounds like a lot. I just don't want to deal with it. No pets. Don't deserve any either, but I don't have any. Not sure what's happening here, but okay. Gauntlet 1 KC, completed it all. Really would love a Gerardor pet eventually. I love killing Bandos. I'm waiting for the God Wars dungeon. Separation of mains and irons. Wish the jar was in the log. It's painful, but it's fine. Mainly because I don't plan to ever go back to Grotesques. Kriara pet would be amazing. Don't have any hilts. Need one for my ornament kit in my bank. And then after I complete that, the only other ornament kit for God Swords I'll be missing is the Bandos one. So, Bandos and Zam. Do I have a Zammy one? I can't remember. Maybe I don't have the Zammy one either. Need the Zammy one then. Nightmare. I mean, this log doesn't really look too bad. I really wish I had a mace by now, but that's fine. We'll see. Next bank video, I promise. I hope that I'll have a mace by next year. But we'll see what the log shows for next year. But this will be exciting to see. Obor, eventually I want to get the club, and I'll complete beginner clues through those. Sarachnis, looking juicy. Gonna look just even juicier. I'll probably have 100 Srirachas by the time I'm done. Scorpia just recently completed. Very happy with that. 2 Venenatus pets. I do have the ring, which is not in here. Really wish I got this. I do eventually want this, so I got to do Vorkath whenever I do Slayer, because I really want to just complete the Visage set. Winter Todd, this is... I cannot get stuff. Like, this is as many as I've gotten in the past, like, what, 15 mil XP? Like, this is, like, all I've gotten. Is that, like, maybe that's good. Haven't gotten any of these. But, like, is that good? I don't know. I just wish I had got some tomes and stuff for burnt pages. I fucking hate Volcano, but I need more tool seeds. I at least need one more, and then I'll be happy. But, yeah. Would love the pet as well. And then raids. This is very incomplete. I've actually completed all items, so I do have this and this, but it's just not in here. I have no cosmetics whatsoever. Theater Blood, just missing a Sanguinesti still. Clues, we already kind of went through this, but I'll just quickly scroll through. Yeah, mediums are just not in my log at all, because I did most of them beforehand. So the only thing I'm missing from this are these 3 plate bodies and this shield for log completion, besides Gilded and Third Age, of course. Elites, looking nice, just need this. 7 tuxedo pieces and Lava Dragon Mask and Ring of Nature. And Masters. And then shared. Mini games, quickly go through. I've had like 5 of these. I don't know why a single one's not in here. And then other, so all pets, 20 pets. Got a few different dupes. I've actually had 2 golems as well. It's just not in here. Champions Challenge. I eventually want to do this. Don't really have a plan to. If they came out with a Champions Maxcape, I would definitely just go straight into it. I would just love to do it, but until then, don't really have that much of a desire. This is obnoxious. I just, for some reason, can't get this damn hood. That's fine. Let's see. I eventually want to get the monkey backpacks. The fact that I can't alch when I'm doing that course bothers me. So that's like the main reason I haven't even like gone back. Let's see. Notes. For some reason, I'm missing this one. You can get a bunch of dupes, I think, because I've definitely gotten more than 25 pages, and I just can't get this one. So eventually I'll go back just to get that, complete it. Stale Baguette, very happy. Need to get the Beekeeper. I want to get the pants mostly. Revenants, looking a little bit better than last time. Again, I completed all this before the log ever came out. Got my Wyvern Visage. And eventually I want to get Dagon High. And my Eternal Glory and Dragon Full Helm. So yeah. That's that. And then let's go finally to my Seed Vault. And here's all the seeds that aren't in my bank already. Allotment, flower, herbs, hops, bushes, trees, fruit trees, exotic, anima, and saplings. So 253 magic saplings. It's a lot. I had a bunch of palm seeds or palm trees. I think I have like 500 in my bank. and a bunch of papayas. So this is like a lot of farming XP, but at the same time, I don't really care that much about like farming XP ranks or anything. And I eventually need to farm so many herbs that I don't really care to do saplings, but yeah. So I think that completes the entire bank video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm just like hoping. I'm like thinking like real quickly if that's everything. I'm pretty sure it is though. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will make another bank video next December. So stay tuned. And yeah. Also tomorrow there's gonna be a new Sebe cast with Valor OSRS. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.